Hello, welcome to Bourbon and a Baby. My name is Jay. Max will not be joining us today because Max is a baby and babies don't review rye whiskey. Today I'm going to be reviewing minor Case Straight Rye Whiskey, and this is also sherry cask finished. This is put out by Limestone Branch Distillery under Steve and Paul Beam as Master Distillers there. They are the only distillery that have a Beam as a Master Distiller, and they do source this. This is sourced from MGP from what I understand, and is a 51% rye mash bill. It is around the two-year-old mark. From what I understand, there is no age statement on it, but with it being a straight rye whiskey, it does have to be at least 2 years old. Limestone Branch also puts out another product called Yellowstone. That's a bourbon. That's really good. So I like Yellowstone a lot. So I have high hopes for this. This was named after Minor Case Beam, which is Steve and Paul's great grandfather, and comes in at 90 proof. Let's go ahead and give this a nose. I get a little bit of an herbal note off of this, kind of like an herbal tea. It's really faint though, just overall. I get no alcohol at all. Just a hint. Trying to place what that is. Like I said, it's herbal, kind of like a tea. There's something else in there that I just can't quite pick up. I get just kind of a hint of dried fruits with that, but I think the most overpowering part of the nose is that herbal tea smell. All right. Let's go ahead and give this a taste. Cheers. You definitely feel that alcohol on the palate a lot more than you did on the nose. It kind of hits you with that burn really strong up front. It does mellow out as it goes to the back of your palate, down your throat, but it doesn't. You don't get an overwhelming amount of heat. I definitely can taste the rice spice. Maybe that was kind of one of those things that was hidden in the nose that I wasn't quite picking up, was that rye. I mean, I know this is a rye whiskey, but yeah, I'm definitely getting some rye. But like rye bread, and what else here? Yeah, this tastes to me like taking a bite out of like buttered rye bread. I can get a little bit of cinnamon. I'm not really picking up on the sherry finish too much. I thought that would be a little bit more predominant here, and I'm just not quite tasting that. I would say if you want to dip your toe, if you haven't quite gotten into rye yet, if you're just a bourbon drinker and you want to kind of dip your toes into rye, this would be a good one to get into because it's not an overpowering rye. A lot of times when you get some of those higher ryes, they can kind of be a bit overwhelming. I think this would be an easier transition if you're trying to, like I said, kind of dip your toes into rye whiskeys a little bit, because it does drink more like a high rye bourbon, but it's pretty. I'd say there's not a ton of complexity to it, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that, you know, what it's giving you. It's not making you go out there and try to figure this one out. It's kind of upfront with what it is. It's on the lighter side. I mean, if you just look at the color itself, it is kind of a lighter color, kind of indicating that it is a younger whiskey. Overall, though, it's not bad. This wouldn't be something that I think I would go and pick out and go back to regularly, but I would definitely drink it. I probably wouldn't replace the bottle. It is, though, speaking of the bottle, great, beautiful bottle. What they've done here with this is fantastic. It definitely stands out on the shelf, so I love the look of that. But yeah, for me, I think it sits price-wise around that $50 range. So that, I think, is a bit overpriced, in my opinion. So for me, this would be a pass as far as buying it off the shelf. But I definitely think it's worth trying, whether you have a friend that has a bottle or if you try a pour at a bar. But yeah, it's like I said, it's really easy to drink. There's just not a ton going on to it. I think it shows that it's a younger whiskey. And surprisingly, I was really hoping to pick up more on that sherry finish, because I tend to love any whiskeys that are sherry cask finished, but I just don't taste that in this one. So, but yeah. That is our review for today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button. You can follow Max and myself on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are at Bourbon and a Baby on all of those platforms. And last but not least, you can get some Bourbon and a Baby swag at our shop on Spreadshirt. I'll put the link in the description below. Cheers. That's okay.